Yes, Madam Chair. This to staff. So this is a joint Cambria Community Services Army Corps of Engineer project. Is that right?
I'm sorry, Commissioner, I missed the first part of it.
This is a joint CCSD that is Cambria Community Services District and Army Corps of Engineer project.
Our understanding is that the Corps is the sole funder for this aspect of the project. That's why they're the only applicant, and it's going under consistency rather than a permit process.
Okay, because the at the Cambria Community Services Board of Directors meeting, they were the ones in public testimony sponsoring this project, and it was, that is good, and was described as a joint project. Is that not the case, or?
According to the Corps, the agreement between the district and the Corps turned these geotechnical studies over entirely to the Corps. So,
okay, and there's a full-time Washington consultant on the CCSD board to work with the Corps of Engineers from a company called Van Syke Associates to get this contract for the Corps of the Engineers. Are the staff familiar with that? Or?
I know that there was.
I think Mr. Burns is the guy who's working on that. Right. So at the last, this is for council, at the last Coastal Commission hearing, when we were talking about City of Newport Beach, Sunset Ridge, I explicitly asked whether we could take into account future development in a project. Is that also true in a consistency?
We can take it into account. It is not the same kind of analysis under the Coastal Zone Management Act that it would be under state law, where we are operating in lieu of CEQA, as well as under our permitting authority, whereas under the federal statute, CEQA doesn't apply.
All right, but can we take into account that we're not just drilling wells because we like to put holes in the ground, that we're talking about a desal facility?
You certainly can take it into account, and we certainly can look at it.
Great.
And Commissioner Blank, I would just add that in 2006, when the Commission denied the prior proposal in a different location, San Simeon, that was part of the basis for that denial.
Right.
The determination that that was not an appropriate place for a desalination facility.
Right. So without understanding the Cambria CCSD plans, and without understanding its impact on the coast, and also, more importantly, for the purpose of this item before us, I'm going to concur with my fellow commissioners so far and vote for denial. I just think the Commission's acquiescence to the Corps' request for those deletions of those protections are just make this an inadequate document for me to support. And again, whether I can or can't take into account the future desal plant, I'll leave that to an aside. But I think next time in a staff report, I guess I'd like to see the fact that we're not drilling holes, that we are actually contemplating a desal plant, and then you could tell us that our purview here at this hearing is something different, but it is not just simply building little sandcastles on the beach. These have bigger impact on the coast, and as some of you might know, though most of you haven't been here, I have supported major commercial desal at what I've considered appropriate places on the coast. That's been a major continuing issue. So I am not anti-desal for California as a water source. I just happen to think this and its protections in this location are just inadequate.